Here are the planes from the Galoob Battle Squads line. So these are similar size to the Star Wars Action Fleet. Here is the box. You can see all of the different planes that are featured here. So we've got the Fock Wolf 190, the P51 Mustang, we've got the Mig Farmer, Apache, the Warthog, the Phantom, and then also the C-130. So we'll talk through all the different features of these. These are really cool. And then also some of the figures that come with them. So I'll start with the prop planes. So here is the Fock Wolf. This comes with a pilot, so the cockpit slides back like that. I'll pull the pilot out of here. So here is what the pilot looks like. So he's got a little helmet on. He's got some black pants. Most of these come with a mechanic. So the mechanic is actually right here. So I don't have all the mechanics out. There are mechanics that have some brown boots and black boots. All of them are holding some form of a wrench. It seems like from the ones that I've seen in pictures, they're somewhat interchangeable between the ones that come with the black boots and the one that come with the tan boots. But let me get this guy back in here. So one of the other cool features about this, you've got obviously the propeller here that spins on the front. You have the landing gear here on the bottom that actually goes in like that. This is the top of the plane. And then this would be the underside. It also has these two bombs here and then this one little button right here. So if you push that, the bombs drop off. And then there's a little hook on them right there that hooks right back in the bottom. And that is basically it. But again, very cool looking plane. The feature of the slide back cockpit looks really cool. And then again, some great detail on it. So now moving on to the P51 Mustang. So here's your other prop plane. So here's what it looks like from the top. From the front, it's got the landing gear on the bottom, very similar to the Wolf. Close that down. This also has the slide back cockpit. And there we can see our figure inside. So he's got a brown jacket on and then gray pants. Again, comes with the same mechanic. And then this one has a little tab here on the top that you can pull. And again, you can see the bombs there on the bottom. So pull that back, the bombs drop, which is a pretty cool feature. The bombs hook in the exact same way. You can see that there's a little notch on there. Just plug those back into the wing. And you're off and running, ready for the next bombing run. Again, very cool looking plane. So now moving on to some of the jets. So start here with the Phantom. This actually doesn't come with a mechanic. It comes with two pilots though. So you've got one pilot in here that actually has the mask on, and then the other pilot that sits here in the back does not have the mask on. Both of them are just wearing a green uniform. And then this thing closes back up. This does actually have the missile here on the bottom, and then it has landing gear. So here's what it looks like from the bottom. So close your landing gear down there and on the sides. So this is what it looks like if it's flying right at you. And then it also has this missile here that's on the bottom. So this is very similar to the other missiles. So this actually is one that I've fixed basically. I just got one of the Action Fleet ones and shaved off the embossed piece right here so that it fits inside of the gun on the bottom. So plug that back in, and that is that guy. So these little missiles here are on the bottom too. These are on there pretty tight, but I believe they can come off. I just don't want to break it to try to yank them off, but I think they do come off. Very similar to like the X-Wing guns. So then we move on to the Mig Farmer. So this comes with one pilot. So cockpit slides back. Here's your pilot. He's got kind of a beige outfit, and then he's got the mask on. And then this one does come with a mechanic as well, similar to the other ones. A couple pieces of landing gear here on the bottom. So this guy here on the front goes in that way. And then you've got the two wheels here on the bottom. And then this is what it would look like if it's flying right at you. Again, here's the top. Pretty cool detail on there. There's the bottom. And then again, this one has the firing missile. So, same missile as the other ones. And same manufactured one where I just shaved that piece off. So, didn't have all the missiles to all these. I got it in a lot, and some of them didn't come with them. But that is your Farmer. Then you got the Warthog. So the Warthog is actually is really back heavy. So without the figure in here and this missile in, it actually tends to lean back like that really easily. So you kind of have to have those in there. I've got another one that doesn't have the missile in it that basically leans back unless I have it propped up against something. But here's what the Warthog looks like from the top. And the underside. So a couple pieces of landing gear here on this one. One there. Those guys go in. There's what it looks like if it's coming at you. Some pretty cool details there in terms of the paint on the side. And then this does come with one pilot. It's this pilot right here with the red helmet and the green uniform. He's also got the mask on, and it comes with a mechanic as well. And then you've got your missile here on the bottom. So similar to all the other missiles. These things shoot out pretty good. This is the actual missile that it comes with. So you can see that's not damaged up here towards the front where I've tried to fix it to make it fit. So that's your Warthog. And then you've got your Apache Chopper. So this one is pretty cool. You've got an articulating gun here on the bottom. You do have the missile here on the side. You actually have the proper on the top that spins really good. Then you have the one on the back that spins. Landing gear doesn't really move around on this one. That's glued in. And then you do have two different pilots. So very similar to what you would see in the Phantom. You've got one pilot with the mask on and the one that doesn't have the mask on. And then you also have your missile here on the side that shoots out. So again, same exact missile as all the others. So another really cool chopper. That's what it looks like from the top. And then here's what it looks like from underneath. So now we'll move on to the big guy. So the C-130. This thing is massive. So this has a couple different features to it. The cockpit opens. It does come with two pilots. So you can actually put some other figures in there. So there's your two pilots, very similar to the others. There's actually some notches on here that's pretty cool right in between their legs that keep them in place. You do have one little sliding gun here, this one little turret gun that sticks out the side. It can move side to side as well. And then you have some spots here for other soldiers to put in there. On the top, you actually have this little roller here to spin the props, which is pretty cool. And then you have two missiles here on the side. So these are not the missiles that actually go in there. The missiles that go in here are the same as the other ones, but these are just other plus-shaped missiles that I had. Push the button right there on the side, shoot it out on both sides. So here's what it looks like on the underside. And then here's what it looks like from the top. Other thing about this is actually when you spin it around, there is a little cargo hold on here on the bottom. So you can open this guy up. And then inside is actually a parachuting Jeep. So the parachute, and there's what it looks like on the inside. So the Jeep actually clicks right into this little platform that it's on. It can actually come off of the platform like that. So it just hooks in. And then, you know, if you were to drop this thing, the parachute actually will somewhat inflate. You'd have to drop it from a pretty high place in order for it to actually work, to fall correctly. But that is in there as well. And then on the bottom, you've got some landing gear. So the landing gear really doesn't hold the thing up off the ground very much. I mean, you can see from this side view that, you know, this little guy goes in there. Hook those guys in on the side, and then that's what it looks like. So here's what it looks like if it's flying right at you. But again, this thing is huge and really, really cool. So one variant that I do know of in this line is that the Farmer here, the Mig, has got a 26 on the side. There is one that has a 25 as well. So it's a international release that came out with the 25. And beyond that, I don't know that there's a whole lot others. I think that there are a couple other potential variants here with some of the prop planes. But if you know of one, you can comment below. So there it is. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Thanks.